Plan builder. It's right here. Just click on it on the website. It's going to take you to the plan builder. You got your arrows to make the screen bigger or smaller, whatever you want to do. It's your sidebar. You can open up for more options. To get started, any plan or anything, you need a scale. So we call this kind of 0, 0. It can be anywhere you want. You can go vertical or you can go horizontal. Let's go horizontal. You need to decide what that distance is. So if there's a background picture you put in, you can decide that scale. Let's say it's 100 feet. That's easy. If it didn't fit exactly, you can move it and change it any way you want. Very simple. So we start out, the pencil's got this square right there, non-square. So you can click it, but it only goes square, and that's to help you when you're doing stuff. But you can just click the T-square, knock it off, and you can see it gives you any kind of angles you want. To end a section, this is a section, you just click on it, and that line going across there, if it was closed, that would become a solid line. In this case, it's going to be open, so we're just going to see the sides. Change the color, name it, call it section 1 for now. You can grade between labels, points, whatever you want to do. Boom, you got a section. There it is, open. Now, what's cool is you can build any kind of section, and like I said, take the T-square off, and you can just make it where it's points or anything you want. But you can trade. This is Z grade right here. See those zeros? Everything's at 0. Bench is at 0. So if I want to change my last grade, let's say I change it to 5 foot above Z. It changes right there. You can see it. Kind of hard to want to do it. Boom, go then. Again, I'm going to leave this one open for what we're doing. It's blue, but I'm going to select between start and end points for slope. Okay. So what's going to happen is it puts the slope in automatically for us at those points. Now, if those points aren't exactly where they want, you just grab this little pen tool and it'll move any of this, but look, it figures your slopes. And no matter what, because you can go around in circles with this thing, so you don't get confused, it simply has arrows pointing the way water goes downhill. And if you want to change the slope, you just click on the slope and you can say well, I want it from here to here, I want it to be 1% now. So you just type in 1%, boom, there it is. Put in 1% for you. Pretty cool, pretty simple. So you can grab this right here, or let me do this. You get across, you can add more points to it, and you can move those points wherever you want. So you can make quite in-depth drawings. I'll just make this a little bigger for what we're going to do. And I'll say, well, I don't want this anymore, but we'll just move it out of the way. So we'll just grab it and move it over here. And maybe we want to move, say that's okay. You can change it, line it up, change Z, the whole thing. You can move the bench up and down on that section. Colors, you can copy it, so you got 2 of them. You can erase it. We'll just say okay for now. So you can always grab this and move the whole drawing too if you grab your 2 main scales of your stakes. And you can erase if you want to change your scale. Just erase one side. Look, it's all question marks. Come back, say, well, my scale's right here actually, and it wasn't 100 feet, it was 99 feet. And that changes all your scales and perimeters very simply. The rotation, obviously, it rotates. Pretty cool. You can copy that rotation, you can do whatever. I'm just going to leave it the same, put in the rotation you do. This right here is to offset. Let's say this is the center of a ditch line that you're going to cut, or a pipe or whatever. You can just grab on any one of the points and you can say, well, my bucket's going to be this wide, or my blade's going to be, say it's a little dozer, it's a 9-foot blade. So the radius, or the halfway point, would be 4.5 feet. Offset ends means, see that this is the start of the ditch, it offset the end as much as we were, which is a 4.5. But I can say, nah, I don't want to offset the ends. I want it to be right at the end of my ditch. So I say, okay, there it is. Now, I could erase that when I was there, or since I forgot, I'll just grab that middle section and tell it erase. So here now I've got like a ditch, and I go around it again and make the banks of the ditch. It's pretty endless what you can do. In those banks, that's the radius, but really it's the offset point of that point. Let's say that it's going to be 5 foot on either side. And delete original? No, I don't want to delete my other one because we're keeping this one in this case. So this starts creating drawing. I can now take this and I can raise this size of the ditch. It's 3 to 1, and it's I don't know, 9 feet. We went 5 foot bigger. So let's just say we raise Z another 2 foot or something. So the whole section, the side banks will be 2 foot higher. Let's say it's a flat ditch, we go 1 foot higher. And we can change the outside ditch colors to, I don't know, how about pink? Pink's kind of a weird color, but purple. There you go. Okay, so now we've got our ditch, our purple lines, everything we need. Like I said, pretty simple. These are to turn off the indications. We'll go over this in a minute. But this right here is the measurement of the length. So if you click it, you put the eye on there, take the length off each one. You can take your slope off, your Z grade, or you can hit all and just click all and it shuts everything off so you can have a clean drawing to work. Pretty cool. This is where you grab it and you just change any Z grade. The little Z grades right there. This is tags where you can start at one end to another for like top of casting. Let's see, each one of these we're casting for manholes and pipes. So you can say top of casting number and invert, put it all in there. And this is dimension. So if you want to dimension how far this is from here to there, and you can put a dimension from there to there. So what's really cool is we can look at it's like layers in Photoshop, but we call them sections. So these are all the sections we're doing right now. You can turn off sections if you want. I'm going to turn that one off, and you can change the colors, you can erase them, change the names, whatever you want to do. Trash them, whatever. But watch this. Z is top view, because Z is straight up and down. So if I hit Y, it's front view. There it is. It shows the 3D model of it. Now, that's kind of hard to see right there, so one thing I'm going to do is click on the all so I can see it. And I can always grab my little pen tool, grab the thing, start scaling it bigger or smaller. But I can change my Z's. I can just grab the pen tool here and say, man, I want this part to be a little higher over here and that one. But be careful, you are on the side pulling it up. And so, but you can go back here, you see that, and if we go back to the Z view, you can see the number change. Pretty cool. And eraser, you can erase anything you want. Tape measure, if you're building something, you're building something, you go along, so you build 3 points here, and I say, oh, that one wants to be 34 feet, click it, make it 34 feet. Just that simple. And I can make it do the same 34 feet every time if I want to. So now the next one I go to, be 34 feet, or straight up, 34 feet, straight down, 34 feet, okay? Pretty cool. So in this case, I'm gonna go back to 0. I'm gonna do open again because I'm gonna do something cool here. Or let me do points, give you points. So you're gonna drill, do something, you can name it, whatever you wanna do. Not worried about slopes. So let's go to this box. This is really cool. This one offsets each one of our points. And you can see here, I'm doing a box. See the box? It's 4 points. I can off-center this, so move it this way, or that way, off-center. I can change the color of it, whatever I want to do. But I can make this points. If I want a triangle, it'll be 3. If I want a nice circle, you can do up to how many feet you have here, so per distance. So let's say I want to round the circle I can get with this size scale. And then I can offset, so it's going to put 10 points. And then I can also offset all the points. So that means when I click that on this section here, it's going to put a box here, 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 which is going to be a 10-point circle. Click, and then you give the name for those new sections. Boom, there they are. Pretty cool, huh? You can rotate those sections. You can do whatever you want. You can move them around. You can erase them. And you can go on that section if you want to do something weird, and you can build circles on that section. And you can do as many points you want. This one you can do 15, so we're going to make a real mess here. And we're going to offset them all, and we're going to name them. Boom, look at that. There you go. You can start doing some weird gyroscope stuff. Boom, shut it off. You can see it. But again, to erase, you can erase. Again, you can go to your layers and see all your layers, erase each section or turn them on and off. No big deal. You can get a printout of it here. You can save it to your PC here. Or on an Apple, this is an Apple here, it'll just give you the text file. You can save that, you can repaste it here, the text file. You can go to find, this is for a new file. This rotates your background if it's not square. So like I'll show you, we got a little background in here right now. See it? Just kind of telling you what's going on. And it'll tell you how much you rotated it. You want to make the canvas change size, blah, 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 cancel. Put it back where it was. This gets your new background. So we're going to take a picture of a set of plans, PDF, screenshot it, whatever you want to do. This is for your cloud. When you put it up in the cloud, it's just like a drive on Apple. You can't save on it, so you always use the cloud, your phone, your Droid, whatever. This also comes down in your machines, your dozers, your excavators, your high lifts. All very simple, all very cool. That's a good start. You know, it's all about this baseline here and getting your stuff going. and you can do whatever you want. This is endless. It's real fun to play with. You can make plot plans. You can do your property lines, anything you want. It's very dynamic. It's made to do anything on the job or in the office, and cloud it up and down. So this free drive goes back and forth to all your machines. Everybody can see what you're doing. Take points with the machine, send them back, compare them, whatever you want to do. The benches, I don't know if I went over bench, but let me do the show the vertical grades on these. Bench is really cool. Bench is 0 right now. A lot of people like to work at 100, so you can see it's 100, changes all the bench. Or you can put the actual bench on the job, say it's 765, and there it is. Or I like to work in 0 because then it's dynamic. I can move anywhere I want. What do you want to do? That's about it. I mean, there's a lot to come. These icons are going to stay the same, but they're all going to get into more boxes like this where they drop down, so we make the screen smaller. And they're going to move around, but that's version 6 coming. And we're putting in all the drag on for your finger on your iPad, your iPhone, your Droid, your tablet, whatever. That's all coming out in version 6. We're working on it right now to be uploading. Any questions? You can call my number right there, and have fun, and talk to you soon, I hope. Thank you.